my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like me?
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Taylor. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, But he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Airs this out for Matthews. And got his man complete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. That is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
On third down, Taylor buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rolling the dice on fourth. Flacco firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
Hurry up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Derrick Henry denied here on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Passing play, Flacco. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Flacco looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And Matthews makes the grab. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willie Henry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Flacco. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That had disaster written all. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for our visitors, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.